Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my subscribers and to all of you who are here. I wanted to spend some time today not just doing readings, although I may get to a few readings, but really having a chance to chat with you guys. So I'll wait for people to come on and then we'll start chatting. I thought we'd talk about the new moon, which is in Capricorn in 2 days, and the powder keg that's kind of initiated itself in the month of January. Hi guys. I'm not sure I'm going to do readings today. I'm here to kind of talk about the new moon and talk about everything astrologically that's happening in the sky. Hi, Kim. And I will get to a few readings, but I wanted to talk a little bit about this because we are really, January is really a month of really chaotic energy, of really angry energy. It's like throwing a lit match into a pile of fireworks is what it comes out to. No worries. Thank you, Natalia. I'm only going to do a couple of readings anyway, hon. Hi, guys. Glad to have you here. I really wanted to talk about the new moon, which is going into, it's a new moon in Capricorn on Tuesday, the 12th. It is at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or midnight Eastern Standard Time here on the East Coast. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Yeah, and so I wanted to spend a little time talking about it because the energy that's around us, I mean, everything we felt this week with all the energy in Washington, D.C., etc. The main headline for January is really like the 4th to the 6th. It's all about explosive powder keg, basically. I'm reading. I wrote down some of my things to make sure I told you guys, like it's volatility, it's rage, it's bravery on both sides, but the 4th to the 6th, Mars had entered into the last 29 degrees of Capricorn before we moved into Aquarius. Huge boom, because the last time when we come into this Mars-Saturn Mercury square in this Saturn-Jupiter conjunction is all about lightning, fire, everything Uranus regarding the planet of Uranus, which is like fire energy and exclusion energy and earthquake energy. And it's really, a lot of this year is going to be this way, but especially January and February. It's really going to be you on my other live. Oh, I didn't know I had another live. I have another live that's up, God, as well. Oh, the last one. Yeah. Okay, the last one I was on. It was good. Yeah. Well, this past week has been really, really basically a powder keg. I mean, the 4th to the 6th was we were ending the end of Capricorn. We're coming into the first part of Aquarius. But as we do that, Saturn and Uranus is square. And it goes square 3 times this year. And that's the powder keg that I'm talking about. The first time is on January 17th. So it's not coming up till a week from today. And that's explosiveness, that's rage, that's anger, that's feeling the need to not pay attention to higher authority, feeling the need to break outside the box, break outside the norm. Like I said, I wrote some of this down. And then Mars and Uranus are in the fireworks on January 20th, which is Inauguration Day. And Inauguration Day, Mars exacts Uranus, and Mars is a planet of war and rage, and Uranus is the planet of lightning and thunderbolts and unexpected events and frustration and things that come in that are really, really negative. And they're totally in a square, and a square is not a good thing. A square is very causes a lot of friction. Day of Inauguration Day, that's anger, that's the warrior-like energy. It's fireworks. It's like lighting, like I said, lighting a match and throwing it into a fireworks box, or lighting a match and throwing it into something that you've totally doused down with spray to try to light a fire. It's the energy this month that is in the negative sphere it's freedom versus the walls around us is what it is. People wanting to be free, had enough of the walls around us, and it's come to this head. And here we are in January, and the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th was really, really tough because we were in the 29th degree of Capricorn. Anytime you're in the 29th degree, it's a really, really tough time energy-wise. And I have to say, I was looking over everything this morning to try to see how the year was going to be going. As we enter into Aquarius, which you're doing now, people will be coming together more, and that's a really good thing for 2021. People will really feel the need to break through, break free, work together as a unit, etc., which is really good. But all the stuff that comes kind of along with it, and that we're going into right now, is really, really tough. The new moon in Capricorn is working really hard. Capricorn's always about working hard, keeping our artists on the prize. And January 12th, which is in 2 days, that's when the new moon is, plus 2 more weeks, is really the biggest fire cake energy. So I have to say, as much that happened on the 6th, we're kind of entering that realm, but really the 17th through the 21st is... I don't see it as any other way, but just if you can stay out of the way, not be near Washington, D.C., stay in your house, be safe, we're going to hear a lot about it. It's just going to be a powder keg, and there's going to be a lot of endings, a lot of beginnings. And as Capricorn goes into Aquarius, I mean, Capricorn's a real dark side energy, okay? And we've been in this energy for about 2 years. We've been in this energy of kind of accepting all the crappiness that's been going around us. And many times when I do readings for you guys, people will say to me, gee, this wall or this heaviness or this black cloud has like been following me around for 2 years. And that's probably Capricorn. If you find out where Capricorn is in your chart, you can get a more precise understanding, and that will tell you where this has all been hiding, you know. But the loneliness, the isolation, the walls feeling like they're closing in, you know, it's really causing us, moving into Aquarius is really a time this whole year of calling in our wounding, everything we've been wounded by in the last 2 years. And really the month of January and February are still in that powder keg. We're still in that time that's, like I said, really between the 17th and the 24th of January is just, I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to hold an inauguration somewhere else and not on the steps of the Capitol, because I don't feel like it's safe. Everything I'm reading is telling me it's not a safe place to be. And I know that Biden always does want to be safe. And you know, 2021, the lights are moving into Aquarius, which is great. Capricorn is a really, really slow moving planet. So 2020 probably just felt like we were going slow motion through the mud, through the disaster, through all the wounding, all the ways we've been hurt. That's what 2020 was about. As we move into an air sign of Aquarius, we're going to be moving more into this lighter energy that moves quicker. So a lot of booms, a lot of this Uranus of, like we've already had on the 4th, 5th, and 6th was a huge conjunction, a huge square. And during this square, this Saturn-Pluto square, that's in Uranus coming in, and Mercury's coming in now in Capricorn. So there's so many planets that are still out there that are really, really firework energy that I hate to say it, but the end of this month is going to be worse than the beginning even was. And I really feel like this is into the beginning of February as well. I think as we get more into the deepness of 2021, I think we're going to start to feel a light of energy. We're going to start to go inside and heal the wounding that we've all felt. And I think that's important. So it's really important for you guys to know that we're not out of the woods yet. And that's what I wanted to tell you, to really bring in your light worker energy as much as you can right now. Really live in that high vibration. Really live in that. Try not to join the crowd of feeling, oh, woe is me, and how horrible all this is. And the walls are closing in and I can't be trapped anymore. And just sit with it calmly. Ask the universe and your angels to help you with this, to sit with it. And I don't want to say it's one person or not another person. I mean, I really believe with everything they're doing, you know, obviously this is not really a Trump channel, but I really believe everything they're doing to try to get him out, because I feel like he incited a lot of this. But I think it was there. He lit the match. Okay. That's a perfect example. He lit the match and threw it into this box of fireworks. But this was ready to happen, especially with Uranus. And Uranus is connected with Aquarius. Aquarius, how did I say it? is the ruling planet in Uranus. It's the ruling planet, which a lot of it's about tech evolution. So we're going to see a lot of tech advantages this year, okay? But it's going to be leaving that stuck in the mud kind of feeling behind for feeling free. So we will feel more of that with Aquarius, okay? I haven't even been reading your comments. I should probably read a few of your comments and take a deep breath here because I have so much information. Just got the notifications. Oh, no worries. How are you? I'm hanging in there. I'm trying to get through the month of January. I hope you guys are too. And usually the new moon is wonderful. The new moon's in Capricorn this time though, which because Capricorn is squaring so many of these planets, like I said, Joanna, it's usually new moons are all about bringing in new light and manifestations. And this is a really heavy new moon in Capricorn, squaring all these other planets, squaring Pluto. And Pluto is the planet of death, destruction, hell. So this year is going to be all about taking that wounded interior, taking that pain that we felt so wounded by from the year before and healing it and bringing in the light. So we will be seeing more of that. We will grow, we will evolve. But the energy has been really crazy last year for sure. And I've been going out a lot to get fresh air. That's perfect. Grounding as much as you can. Going out on the ground if you're not in a real cold area. Even barefoot is even better. Taking an Epsom salt bath, banging on your knees, meditating, all those things. Okay, Tesla. Yep, that's a perfect example. But 2021 should eventually help us get to the point where we're moving a little quicker because we're in the brain area, we're in the light area, we're in the air area. Okay. With Aquarius. So we're moving quicker. The year's going to move quicker, and we're going to move out of this time of this dark revolution almost that we're in for January and the beginning of February. And I can't stress enough that the rest of this month is going to be worse than ever. Okay, so I just want you guys to know that so that you can put your best foot out there, not try to tie people up in reactionary results. Okay, don't react to people if they come at you as saying certain things that you know are going to bother you. Just know you're going to be safe because we're not, I would never go near Washington, D.C. right now. I would never go near the inauguration. I don't think that's smart. And like I said, I would be really surprised if Biden doesn't end up moving the inauguration somewhere else. I think there was a lot of thought and malice behind what happened on the 6th. Usually there are 2,500 Capitol Police on duty a day, and there were 500 on that day. What was that all about? I think a lot of things will come to light, and we'll start to see a lot of things that come to light. But it's not the rest of this month, like I said, is with Uranus around and Saturn and Uranus, and it's just it's an unsteady. We could see a lot of earthquakes around the world. We could see a lot of fires from lightning strikes. Mother Earth is coming in and not causing all this destruction. She's just reminding us that we have to take care of her. Mother Gaia is here to tell us we have to take care of her. And she's bringing in Uranus, she's bringing in all these squares. I think we have 4 squares in the month of January, which is squares are like you want a trine. A trine means there are 3 planets in trine to each other. Like the reason this Capricorn moon is not such a great new moon coming up is because it is a trine. It is a trine with Saturn, Jupiter conjunction, and this trine with the moon, the sun, and with Pluto is it's bringing this energy of not finished. It's not finished. And the 17th is the kind of the first time where this square takes place. And the square takes place 3 times during this year. And the very first time is January 17th, the square with Uranus. And this square with Uranus is very, very tough. Okay, so I'm not trying to say all this to scare anybody by any means. I hope you guys are hanging in there and hanging around and give me a thumbs up because this is something different I'm doing. I know a lot about astrology, but I don't often bring astrology into these readings. But I wanted to make sure people knew that in 2 days when we enter this new moon, it's not going to be the new moon you're used to. It's not going to be the new moon where I mean, you can still manifest, but it's not going to be the pleasantness of the new moon. It's not going to have that same feeling, okay? So it's going to have more of a feeling of protection, going within, healing the wounding, okay? And just know that the 17th through like the 21st is, I mean, it couldn't pick a worse time for this inauguration. I mean, I know it's always on the 20th and we can't change it, but the way the stars are aligned, fireworks, I just see, I see rage, I see frustration, I see fireworks. And I don't think it's a coincidence that before Trump was banned from Twitter, he wrote on Twitter, "I will not be attending the inauguration." What does that matter unless he wants to make sure everyone knows he's out of the way and he won't be in danger? Is he still causing more inciting? Hi, Patricia. We're talking a lot about what's happening in the skies, in the heavens with the new moon that's coming in 2 days. It's a new moon in Capricorn, which is a little bit of a slow energy. There's a real wounding that we've been through in the past year, and this will be a year of healing for sure. But January and February, Patty, is still a time of a lot of explosiveness. The 4th, 5th, and 6th, yes, we were in the 29th degree of Capricorn, and the 29th degree of any sign is kind of a boom. It's kind of when all these planets come together and cause what they cause. But the 17th is really where we have the first Saturn Uranus square, and that square, Saturn is a malefic planet. It's bringing in hell. It's bringing in this horrible energy. It's bringing in energy you don't want to be around. I mean, I've already marked it off in my calendar to stay in the house on the 20th, on the inauguration day, the 19th and the 20th and the 21st. I'm not going out. Yes, Patricia, Goddess, that's probably right. And Patricia, you're right. Absolutely correct. Something is going to happen. It is. And the 17th. Oh, we did? I didn't know that, Patty. He's threatened something. The 17th is there are 3 points this year that are really, really the hardest squares. And the very first one is the 17th of January. And I'm not going to go through all the other ones because I don't want to. I mean, you don't want to have to live in that. But if you knew that the 17th of January is going to be, I think I wrote it down. Yeah, so January 17th, the Saturn-Uranus square. And then Mars and Uranus is all fireworks on the 20th. That's inauguration day. So these are not the Saturn and Mars and Uranus. These are all very malefic or not pleasant planets. Benefic means it's a pleasant planet. Malefic means it's not a nice planet. So we're going to feel this energy, and it's really going to be heated through the end of this month. We're not through the worst of it. So just hold on to your hats and be careful is what I could say. I'm not going out even now that you made another Twitter. He made another Twitter account? No, I think he used the White House Twitter account, which they can actually arrest him for. But yeah, I don't think he's not going to be allowed on Twitter. I don't think, or who knows if he will. I think he's off Twitter, he's off Facebook, he's off Instagram, and I think they just took him off that other one that I had never heard of. Yeah, that's the White House account, Patty, and I think they're going to have to close that down as well. Yeah, but why would he announce that he's not going to the inauguration unless he's trying to let his followers know he will not be there? So go at it. You know, I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to be in danger. Mike Pence is. Now, Mike Pence, he hasn't talked to the president since Wednesday. It looks as if from all the evidence they're gathering and all the videos and so forth that they were really out to get Mike Pence because Mike Pence, President Trump brought up that Mike Pence didn't follow the way he wanted him to try to negate all these ballots and so forth and the electoral votes, and he couldn't. That's not his job, so he couldn't do that. And he said, Pence said, "I'm going to follow the Constitution. I can't do something that I'm not supposed to do to Trump." And now Trump won't talk to him, but Trump was all about go Trump, go get Pence. And all these people that were rioting on the 6th were saying, where's Pence? Let's hang Pence. And they hung a noose. And so I don't know why Pence isn't angrier than he is. They haven't talked since Wednesday. I know that. And hopefully he's thinking about the 25th Amendment, or at least starting the 25th Amendment, see if he can get enough people, which is just because Trump is just not in his right mind. Anybody can't be in his right mind. Anyone can explain better what happened in D.C. What do you mean? Anyone can explain better what happened in D.C., Joanna? I was just explaining. Is that what you mean? Oh, Goddess Love. Okay. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up, please. Okay, I see a lot of people here, which is great. Yeah, Patty, I'm not sure if he's a coward. He's always kowtowed to Trump, and I think he's just more of a soft-spoken man. And I don't know. He just says, he's kind of saying, let's let it ride out. But I don't think he realizes so much is going to happen between now and the time. It's not all about Trump. It's just, I'm just talking about the astrology. Somebody just brought up Trump. This isn't going to be all about Trump. Don't worry. I don't know. I can't diagnose him. I think he's narcissistic for sure. I'm a psychiatric nurse, so I do see the narcissism. I do see the inability, for him to have the narcissism is not caring about anybody but himself. Of course, we all see that. But I don't know what's going to happen. And I think you're right, Janet. I think Pence is scared, and well, he should be. Not scared for his own life, but scared being kind of attached to where he is. And I think he wants to get out unscathed. But what I don't think anybody realizes is this is not done. This is not over. And between now and the 20th of Inauguration Day, or the end of the month, there's a lot more that's going to happen. So just be really careful, okay? Because I know we have this new moon coming up, and the new moon is Tuesday, and everybody's excited. It's a new moon in Capricorn. It's actually letting go of 2020 with this new moon in Capricorn. It's letting go of that Capricorn energy, which is this real slow, heavy energy of feeling that this black cloud is over our head. Okay. Oh, that's great. Thanks, Jalen. But Joanna, yeah, I'm not necessarily, I'm more talking about the energy that's out in the universe right now. And the energy that's out, and it's going to be in Washington, D.C., is of anger, of resentment, of hatred, of rage, it's because of the way the planets are aligned. And Ben needs to protect himself from his office. Oh yeah, I definitely think so. I don't think there'd be anything against Pence, though. I don't think he's done any wrong, but I think he's sitting back and being careful, and I don't know if he wants to get involved. I think we're just talking about it's not necessarily Trump. It's just kind of talking about the energy that's happening, and I want everybody to know that this energy is not over. The rest of January is going to be really angry, explosive, lightning, thunder, fireworks energy, like a lit match into a box of fireworks kind of energy, earthquakes, fires. I mean, it's just terrible squares, a lot of squares. It's like 5 squares in Capricorn this month, and and Capricorn is that energy, along with Saturn and Pluto, of that going to that really, really dark energy side. Okay, it is a rebirth, Leo. Really good point. And it is for other countries as well. It's all around the world that we're going to feel this. It's not just for us. Lucy, you're right. It's whatever's in the sky and whatever is in the planets is all around the world. It's not just us, but I'm just saying for us, we seem to be seeing the brunt of it happening in Washington, D.C., although there were 6 other places, including, I live in Rhode Island, including Rhode Island, where the State House was attacked by people, in that march, just like they were in Washington. And I think we're going to see more of it between now and the end of the month. So just be really, really careful, I guess, is what I want to say. Okay. A lot of people feel like, oh, 2020, thank God, 2020, it's gone. Now we're in 2021. Things are going to get better. We have to get past the middle of February before things are going to get better. We've got Mercury going retrograde, a lot of miscommunication. I just think more and more and more is going to come out. And I want to make sure you guys are all safe. So that's why I wanted to spend a little time talking about this today, okay, before we got into anything else, talking about the energy that we already all feel. I mean, I was on the covers for like 24 hours after the 6th. I could feel, as an empath, I could feel the energy, and it's so negative. Do you want to say, well, a lot of secrets also about a lot of things probably be revealed. I think you're right, Joanna. I don't think that's why I said this isn't just about Trump. I think there's a lot of secrets that are going to be coming out about a lot of things. Okay. And I think just hold on to your hat, hold on to stay close to home. Don't go to the inauguration. If I can recommend anything, I would say don't go to the inauguration. I somehow have a gut feeling psychically that they will move the inauguration from the steps of Congress to somewhere else that's safer. I don't think Biden will want it there, although every president has been sworn in there. I don't I know they can't move the time, and I don't know that it's safe. So I know on the 6th, like I said, there are usually 2,500 congressional guards or congressional police on site every single day of the week, 2,500, because there are so many exits and entrances. There are 500 there that day. So what's that all about? You know, and I think all these types of secrets are what's going to be coming out, all this new information. And it's better. And I'm not saying isolate yourself. I don't want people to feel they have to isolate to be safe. I think wherever you live is probably safe. I just want you to be aware that this is coming. That's all. Does that make sense? I should put it online only with just the essential personnel there. Yeah, I don't know what's up, Patty. I don't know what's up with that. I really don't. There's too many unanswered questions for me, and I can't seem to get to the bottom of it. I spent about 6 hours yesterday doing some astrological work, and I'm just giving you the basic nuts and bolts here, to be careful, and people's lives are in danger. And I don't even know if they can't trust the Capitol Police. I think the Capitol Police were giving instructions. I think the Capitol Police were told only 500 to show up. I think there's a bigger picture here that we're all missing and we don't have the information on, because that's what I'm getting when I was going through the astrological stuff or the astrological information yesterday is we're missing the big picture here. Yes, there is a lot of riots. Yes, there is a lot of negativity. Yes, there's a lot of racism. Yes, there's a lot of pain and suffering and everything they went through. And, you know, and Biden coming in will help, but I think we're missing so much. And the astrology is not telling me what that is. It's just telling me that it's the dark side. It's the loneliness. It's the isolation. It's the walls closing in kind of feeling on people where they're reacting the way they're reacting. Okay. I'll try to get more information as we move along, but just know the new moon in Capricorn on Tuesday. It's not that I wouldn't manifest. I would still continue to manifest, but I think that's the beginning. The 12th, really through the end of the month, is where we're going to really start to see things ramping up. And just protect yourself. You know, surround yourself with Archangel Michael's white light energy, so you're not taking any of the negativity. Don't watch the news unless you have to. If you have to find out what's going on, certainly watch, but try not to get involved in that, because as an empath or as a psychic person, you tend to take on that energy. They were told things were going to happen. Well, for months, I think we've all known, since Trump said, you know, come on the 6th, wild things are going to happen. I mean, I think we all, the Capitol Police, though, I don't think they turned down assistance, because Washington, D.C. is not legitimately a state. So they cannot call in the troops. They cannot call in the National Guard. And only person who could have done that for Washington, D.C., the mayor couldn't have done it. You know, nobody could have done that. The only person that could have done it was Trump. And Trump did not call in the National Guard. Pence finally called Maryland and asked Maryland to send in their National Guard. So Washington, D.C. is not a state, so they don't have, they have surrounding states, Virginia, Maryland, etc., that can send in their National Guard, but they don't have anyone that can call that. Trump is the only one who could have called that. We'll be all right, Joanna. I'm not saying that. I just think we have to really, I know it was just a mess, Haroon. It was just a mess. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't up to Pence. And for a while there, I thought for sure, I know Pence hasn't spoken to Trump since Wednesday. And if you watch it back, Giuliani, Trump Jr., Trump, I mean, the things they said were just very insightful. And I think there's a lot of people out there that trust him, and trust Trump. And I don't know what's going to happen. I can't tell what's going to happen from the psychology, from the stars. I can just tell. I can feel the negativity. I can feel the dishonesty. I can feel the hidden truths. And with a new moon, is truths coming out, right? It's bringing in new truths and letting go of things that no longer serve us. So I would recommend doing that. Oh, okay. So you don't ever watch the news. So you don't know what happened on the 6th with all the senators being in jeopardy and people being killed and so forth. I live in the far pockets. Me? Do I live in the far pockets of the Northeast? No, I live in Rhode Island, which is as far south as you can go in Northeast. Yeah, I've mentioned that. I live in Rhode Island, which is now right next to Connecticut and right below Massachusetts. It's right on this corner, right on the ocean. We have like 300 miles of ocean. It's beautiful. So I'm in a very, very tiny state, although we have the oldest naval college, war college here, right down the street from me. So I'm more worried about how we look to other countries. Because I think we can keep ourselves safe, hopefully. I'm just very worried about how vulnerable that makes us look to the rest of the world. And so with that in mind, let's try to change the subject unless anybody has any questions for me. I just wanted you all to be aware of all that. You shouldn't trust him. Yeah, I thought Rhode Island was in the Northeast. It is. Rhode Island is in the Northeast. We're in the very far south Northeast. You go, Connecticut is Northeast. New York is right next to Connecticut, and then Connecticut's Northeast. Rhode Island's Northeast. Massachusetts is Northeast. It's actually New England. I'm giving you the New England states, but the Northeast is that whole all the way up to Maine. And I don't go all the way up there. I'm on the bottom. I'm that jetty that comes out where you always see the snow getting caught on nor'easters. Connecticut and Massachusetts and Rhode Island. We're all in that jetty across from Long Island where the big snow blasters come up. I don't know how the stock market's going to react. It reacted really crazily on the 6th. It didn't really pay any attention to anything that happened, and I'm not really sure why. It'll be interesting to see what's going to happen with the stock market. I don't pay attention to it because I don't have any money in it, but you can tell by people where they live by their background, their interests, and their personalities. Oh, that's interesting. And probably my accent. I definitely have a combination of Boston and New York accent, which is typical Rhode Islander, as we call ourselves. Although I don't say as many things like "pak the ka" and "have it yad" like Bostonians do. I'm about an hour and a half south of Boston, and I'm about 3 hours east of New York, and I'm right next to Connecticut. So there's Connecticut. And then there's Little Rhode Island, and right above us is Massachusetts, then there's New Hampshire and Vermont, and then Maine. So this is all New England, those 5 states. It's pretty funny. Okay, so I am ready to do, if you guys do want a few readings, I can't tell you my energy. It's not that my energy is bad. I'm just a little scattered trying to process all this. So, but I will do my best. And, I hope you guys were able to share out the video when this is over. And share out stuff so that I get more and more people that are coming in. I appreciate it. I still do have the same thing happening where I have people that come on, and I had 8 people that joined as subscribers in order to get a reading, and then 5 of them left and took their subscription away. So I know who the 5 are this time, though, because I did talk to YouTube. So thank you, Haroon. I try to keep it peaceful. Okay, so let's see who was here first at the very beginning, and I can ask you if you would like a reading. Haroon, you were first, and then Jane, and then Leo, and then Lucy, and Kim. I'm glad it's informative. I try to, every once in a while, if there's something major coming up astrologically, I try to bring it to your attention. You don't want a reading, Patty? You can stay and listen, though. Oh, what were you saying no to? Were you saying no to no reading? Okay, I can tell you who was first. I'll tell you the order. Haroon, Jane, Leo. I'll write it down. And then you can decide if you want a reading. Joanna, Talia, Jalen, Jane, Goddess. I'm only doing this once. So if you know it's your turn, I would pay attention to this because I don't have a moderator today, so I'm not going to keep doing this, okay? I got Lucy, I got Jalen, Joanna, Goddess, Joanna, Lucy, Leo, Joanna, Trisha, Patty. I'm just checking the list here to make sure. Chels. That's everybody. And I think that's all I'm going to take today. Okay, so here's the list. So make sure you follow your own list, follow the list, and keep going back and checking where you are, because I'll call out names. Okay, and if you leave, I can't come back. I won't be able to come back to you. So I want you guys to just hang out, okay, and join me in this. As a community, we want to work through this energy together, right? We want to stay in our high vibration, stay in our higher power. And that means really surrounding ourselves with Archangel Michael's white light energy, you know, making sure we don't allow the darkness to come in, all that negative energy that's out there. Okay? So Haroon, how can I help you today, hon? Because you are first. Hi, Kim. Kim, you're down there. You see, you're right up to Lucy, Kim. Haroon, Jane, Leo Sign, Lucy, Kim M, Joanna, Jaylyn, Goddess Love, Patty, and Chels. And I'm going to be closed after that, because I'm really didn't plan on coming on to do readings today. I really just planned on having a discussion. But you guys clearly want a reading. So what would be the opportunity that'll come to be? Tara said there's a boss or a company involved. Will it be a good job if it is? Okay, let me check the cards. So you did a tarot reading for yourself, Haroon? And you got there's a new job coming in? A new opportunity? I'm using the Light Seers deck, you guys, which is by Chrisanne, which I really love. I've used it with you guys many times. Haroon, did you do a card reading for yourself, hon? You said the card said, so I'm assuming you probably did a reading for yourself. Okay, let me pull these down so you'll be able to, well, you won't be able to see them, but I'll pull them. Interesting. So you got swords. You got a lot of area and energy around you on YouTube. Oh, you mean another reader said that you had a job that was coming? A boss or a company involved? Is that what you mean by YouTube, another reader? Because everybody reads differently. So you're going to get different readings depending on who you go to, because we all read the cards differently. Okay, so it's really, I have to say it's not a great idea to go to more than one reader, because you're going to get different things from different readers. Because I'm not getting anything about work. I get it all about personal for you. And you have two swords. You have the Knight of Swords, which is about movement. He's moving. He's running. You can see he's running towards. The angel dust is around him, and then you have the King of Swords, which is sitting in his power and being knowledgeable. Look at the owl sitting on top of the world. And the swords are all about air signs. So you could be involved with or working with an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. Haroon, Virgo said there'll be a victory. These are the cards I pulled for you, hon. I don't have a victory. I mean, I have that you're in control and that something good is going to happen, and you're moving towards something. So it could be that you're moving towards a new job. But I don't see a victory. I see very calm, especially with the King of Swords. I see a calmness and acceptance of knowing that you're very knowledgeable, you're very powerful, you have a lot of strength around you, and you don't need to put anything into motion to prove that strength, is what I'm hearing. But I didn't pull the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is the victory card. Okay, so I didn't pull that for you, Haroon. But I do see that if you want, and like I said, it's really hard when you go to a lot of different readers on YouTube, because everybody reads differently and pulls different cards. And we all interpret very differently. Okay, so you that's what you told them, that you're planning on meeting an investor, and then they told you there'd be success or a victory. See, the more information you give people, if they're not true, the more information you give them, if they're not true, you know, psychics or mediums, they can figure out what answers to give you. So you'll be happy. So you want to always make sure who you're talking to is the truth and give them as little information as possible. Ask them a question, but let them go from there. Okay. And I am hearing that you're standing in your power, you're wise, you know, you're at the top of your game. And that's what the King of the Swords is. The movement I have with the Knight of Swords is you're moving in that right direction for sure. But I can't tell, depending on how things go, I can't tell. I can tell that you will be getting something good will be coming your way, is what I keep hearing from your spirit guides. Okay. But I don't know if it's about the meeting with the investor. And to be honest with you, I would tell you if I got something on that, especially because you gave me so much information, there's no way I couldn't guess it. All right. You always want to give whoever's reading for you, give them as little information as possible so that they actually have to read for you. Okay, Haroon? But I do see that something good is coming for you. You're moving forward, and then you're at the top of your pinnacle. So it's awesome. I mean, I think it's all good, Haroon. Okay. Thank you, and keep sharing out. You keep sharing out, okay? There's a share button under this video, and put it on YouTube or put it on your Facebook. Or we're all trying. Remember to get me to 1,000 people, 1,000 subscribers. So thank you for helping me, you guys. So who is next? Haroon, best of luck with it. Meeting with the investor. Good luck, hon. Keep us posted, okay? So who is next on the list? I did the list one time, like I said. Hi, Angela. It's your first time here. You need to subscribe. That's one thing. And then I will add you to the bottom of the list. Thank you, Joanna. It's Jane. So I'm wondering if Jane is still here. I know we got to talking a little bit about politics, and I really don't like to make this channel about politics. I was more trying to talk about the astrological stuff that I see out there, but it did get political for a little bit. Some people may have left who don't really think the same way I do, and that's fine. I try not to put that out there, but sometimes the conversation leads that way. So Angela, please hit the subscribe button, and then I'll add you to the bottom of the list. Subscribe, like, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. You have to hit the notification bell, Angela. You'll know whenever I come on, and I come on 3 or 4 times a week to give live readings also. Okay. So Jane, you're up. Are you around, Jane? We'll give it a little bit of time. And who's up after Jane, Joanna? Leo. Okay, let me see if Jane comes on. Let me give her another 20 seconds or so. Angela, I haven't gotten the subscription. You want a general reading for, did you look over your yearly reading for the month? You want for next month, February? You want the reading to be about, Leo? Is that right? You want February or January? Well, we're already halfway through January, right? Well, no, I can't do yearly. I did the yearly on the fixed videos. So you can look up your sign if you're Leo. Look up Leo, because I did all of 2021 for Leo. I can't give you a yearly here, hon. It would take too long. It took me about an hour to do each sign. But I can do, yeah, I can do a month for you now. But I definitely, if you go through my videos and find, I did a yearly video for Leo for 2021. I did each month. I broke it down by each month, okay? For everybody who's interested in that. Okay, so for the month of February, let's see what we got. Okay. Interesting. Okay, you have a lot of charge cards, a lot of being in charge cards, Leo. This is the 5 of Wands is all about, in most decks I always feel like they're fighting each other, but they never hurt each other. But this deck I always feel like they're building this kind of, they're all wearing the same thing. So, you know, the white top and the tan bottom. So I always feel like they're on the same page, they're on the same team, and they're kind of building this place where everybody can climb to get to this fire energy. Oh, I'm glad you could join us, Angela. So I really feel like this is just a card of building with somebody, building towards a goal, but with a group of people, okay? And wands are always fire energies, so your own sign. which is interesting. Teamwork. Yeah, that's what I feel. And lots of times this is the Five of Wands comes up as a card that's fighting, but nobody ever gets hurt. But look at the way these are lined up in this deck. This particular designer of these cards feels that it's more about helping each other out, putting them so these people, each of these guys can climb up and get what they need to get. Okay, the teamwork part. And the other card I got is the King of Wands, which shows the strength behind you, but you're standing very still. You have everything that you want at this point, Leo sign, is what I'm hearing. You're feeling like you're standing in your own power. I don't know if you're your own boss or you have somebody that's in charge of you, but you're very happy where you are. And I feel like it's just really nice. You know, this lion is a part of you if you need it, but showing your more vulnerable side during this time is a really nice thing as well. Okay, Leo? So I feel like for the rest of January and February, it's really kind of being part of a team, but knowing your place in that team. And your place is standing still and being in charge. Knowing your boundaries, standing in your own power. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think you will get a job because the teamwork part tells me you're going to get a job. I really feel like everybody's wearing a uniform here, so this tells me it's more about work. So I think you will get a job. Have you been applying, Leo? Have you been looking for a job? Yes, you have been. Good, because I say follow up and keep following up and looking for those next interviews because I feel like it's coming soon and you'll be part of a team, which will be great. But remember, you don't have to always show that bravado side. Okay, I know Leos tend to always be that real strong person. You'll get a call tomorrow. Good. It'll be positive. Leos always show that real strong side of themselves, but you don't need to, is what I'm hearing. Okay, you can also show that lamb, the lion or the lamb, that very soft underbelly side as well. And I think this particular company will like that. Okay? And relax. You're right. Let the universe do its job. If you're meant to have this job, you'll get it. That's how the universe works, if it's for your highest and best. It's hard to, I understand. Especially the energies we talked about through this whole session, right? The way the energies are out there. It's an intense, I mean, I feel like if anything, I'm like, like holding on for dear life kind of energy, which I feel like a lot of people are feeling. And I think this whole month is going to be that way. But I think February, especially, I don't think you'd be starting for the rest of this month. Or if you did, it would be like an orientation. You don't want to start a job after January 30th. So start before you can. January 30th to February 28th is the Mercury retrograde. You don't want to start a job during that time. Yeah, exercising is really good. It releases those endorphins. I try to do that myself every day. I was just up rowing before I came downstairs. Okay, hon? Keep us posted. Good luck tomorrow. Who is next, you guys? Lucy. Hi. Anything good coming my way? This past year was really painful. I'm sorry, hon. I know it was really painful for a lot of people. And the worst part was it seemed to go on forever, didn't it? Because we were in earth signs, and earth sign Capricorn was the planet was the sign that followed the year. We were in Capricorn for the last 2 years. It's been very, very slow. You're welcome, Leo. My pleasure. And I'm sorry it was so painful. And this year will go a lot quicker and we'll start to lighten. Okay, you'll feel the energy going with inside and healing the wounds is what I'm hearing for you. Okay, and that'll be a lot of what 2021 is about for you. Let me pull a couple of cards. Let me shuffle and see if there's anything that's coming up that the guides want to tell us. Okay. Sorry. Job during Mercury retrograde lasted a week. Yeah, when you start a job during Mercury retrograde, it's not the right fit. So I would say if you get a job offer, Leo, you want to try to start before the 30th. Get a date before this 30th, and don't start between the 30th and the 26th of February, because that's Mercury retrograde. That's not a good time to be starting anything. Starting a relationship, starting a new job, starting anything it's not going to succeed. You're going to end up leaving, buying a new car, and it'll be a lemon. It'll be not a good car, okay? The whole year was horrible. I'm sorry, Lucy. Well, hopefully this year will be a lot better. Let's get us through January and February. Stay in the white light energy, okay? And let me pull a couple of cards for what's coming up for you. Okay, well, you will have a choice to make of some kind. So I don't know. Are you working currently, Lucy? Because I feel like this is a choice between two jobs. Lucy, are you still here? No, not working, about to graduate university. Okay, so then you're going to have a choice. When you graduate, you're going to have a choice of what you want to choose. And one is going to stand out brighter than the other. That's why the sun is in this picture. Okay, so you will have the opportunity to do that. And I feel like, I don't know if you meditate, but I feel like this is a person, this woman, the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles are earth signs. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. But this is really about, it's not that she's meditating, she's just very zen. She's very going with the flow. So I feel like it's about letting go of that need to control this card. Okay, she's holding on tight to what she has, and she's meditating, but she's trying to slow everything down a little bit. And I kind of feel like that's what needs to happen for you, Lucy. Not really slowing on what's going around you, but slowing that need to control, that need to control. Because the third card I got is the card of reminiscing, and it's going back to your childhood. This deck is all about following this little boy and his dog as he grows through all the different cups, and he becomes a man and then eventually the King of Cups. He's older man. He's gray-haired, and his dog is very old, and so it kind of follows on. This is reminiscing. So I feel like what you're doing now in school, you'll be doing a lot of reminiscing and going backwards and forwards. And then if you end up in this Zen place, this place where you can really just calmly make a decision, I think that's going to be the best place for you to go, Lucy. How do you feel about that? You don't like what you're graduating in, I'm hearing. Did you change your mind from what you're graduating in? Because I'm hearing that you're not really liking. I don't know what you majored in, Lucy. You like it? Hoping to do your master's? Okay, so you want to, the best thing to do would try to get into a company or a job and let them pay for your master's. Because I feel like you have a whole boatload of student loans. Is that correct? You have a lot of money owed right now. Lucy? Okay. You currently, no, my parents are the ones paying. Okay, good. Well, somebody's paying a lot because I see a lot of money going out. But I feel like getting a job in first and then having them send you back to school to get your master's is the way to go. Because I don't think your parents are going to pay for your master's. I think they're going to leave that up to you. So getting a job first is probably the best thing to do. And I feel like not controlling the outcome, but just ask the universe to bring that in for you, or thanking the universe for bringing you in a job, is going to be the best way to handle that. Manifest it. I got my pillow here. I put it behind my back. It's not the most comfortable sitting here for a few hours, you know? To get a job before your master's. Yeah, I think that's perfect. I think that's a perfect plan, Lucy, and that's what I'm hearing from your spirit guides as well. I always point to this ear because that's where I hear from, is on this side. But I think getting a job and actually allowing them to send you back to school is going to be the way to go, for sure. And I feel really good about it. I don't think it's going to be tough for you to get a job. Kind of go with the way the universe is directing you, because I feel like that's going to be the smartest thing. And come on here beforehand and I can help you with that a little bit, okay? Okay, Lucy, you take care, hon. You're so welcome. You take care. Keep me posted. And Lucy, you had already Kim M. Thank you, Joanna. You're doing a great job. Lucy, you had already subscribed, right? Everyone on here has already subscribed. So I was going to ask you to get your friends to join and your loved ones and see if we can get the subscriptions up like crazy. That'd be great. Thank you. Kim M. Thank you, Lucy. Kim M, are you here? I hope you stayed. I haven't talked to you in a long time, and I know you came the other day. Thank you. I know you came the other day, Kim, and I wasn't able to read you because I had been on for like 2.5 hours and it was like brain frazzled. So I hope you're still here, Kim. I'll give it another 30 seconds. Kim, it's your turn if you're here. Ouch. Drink my tea. Ooh. There you are, Kim. I'm so glad to see you. I missed you. Oh, hon, I can't do mediumship today. I'm afraid. I know you're subscribed. I just can't. I didn't meditate ahead of time, and there's no way I can do mediumship where my brain is at. Did you want to ask a question that I could do a psychic reading for? I can't. I have to have a really high vibration level to be able to connect. Let me see if I have any messages from your spirit guides. How about that? Okay. Your messages are going through, they're saying. So you're talking to your mom? Is that what you mean? I know how much you miss her. She hears how much you miss her, hon. But you've been doing really well, your spirit guides are telling me. So you've been able to, can anyone else see these? See what, hon? I got your messages and everybody can see them. This is everybody on here can see your messages. We can all see them, hon. But do you want to ask any other question? Because I can't, I'm not prepared to do mediumship today. I'm not on a high enough vibration level to be able to do that. And I don't want to lie to you and tell you I have your mom if I don't. I want to be able to do it. Well, why don't you ask me a question, Kim? Most of the time when I come on, which will probably be again Tuesday night, and that's where my focus was. So I didn't meditate enough to get my vibration high enough. Kim, but I would be happy to answer a question for you. I hear from your spirit guides that you're doing better. Are you feeling well? What question would you like answered, hon? You're doing much better, correct? Kim, you're doing better? Okay. You've been talking to your mom. That's great. So you've been able to connect? I'm so glad, because I think that gives you a lot of comfort. I'm doing very much. Things seem a little delayed with the video. That's okay, hon. Yeah, there could be a little bit of a delay. Sometimes that happens. No worries. You've been doing better, which is what I'm hearing, which is great, especially if you've been talking to your mom and you can get that connection that we talked about. Kim did a personal reading. I hope you don't mind me sharing that, Kim. So you can always call me to schedule a personal reading through northernlights.one, which is listed down below. It lists all the types of readings I do and my prices, and you can call me and schedule a private reading. And she really got a chance to talk to her mom and so forth quite a bit, which was lovely. The energy was lovely. Your mom is lovely. Reading was wonderful. Yeah, I really enjoyed our time together doing the reading, Kim. It was wonderful that you shared your mom with me. She was, she's an incredible woman. And she loves you very much. And I still hear that from spirit coming through. I almost feel like I'm like getting touched on the side of my head. So I feel like she's right around me for sure. I just can't focus on what they're saying. I can't get that vibration high enough today. That's all. But that reading was beautiful, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. And ever since then, I feel like your spirit's telling me you've been doing better and better with being able to handle everything. Anybody can do a private reading. I'm getting booked up for January and February, so now's the time to book your reading if you'd like to do that. Your private reading, which you have a half hour or a full hour on the telephone with me, just to yourself, to do any kind of reading. Yes, definitely has been way better. She's always around. She is, and I knew it would be better. And I remember your mom saying she would help you with that. So I'm really so grateful that she has been able to come through and that you can hear her. You can talk to her. That's wonderful. She is always around. She knows how much you need her, and she's always around you, hon. Is there anything you'd like to ask? Not your mom, but just in general, or are you okay, Kim? Okay. Well, definitely come back when I come on Tuesday night, because I will have meditated ahead of time and I will be ready to do mediumship and bring you whatever messages I can from her, okay? I'm just not prepared. Even though I know your mom and I could fib and say, yeah, she's doing this, I can't reach her, and I want to make sure I always tell you guys the truth. I'm not somebody to be dishonest about that, okay? Come back Tuesday evening. Have that notification bell tell you when I'm on, okay, Kim? You're so welcome. You're so welcome, hon. You're welcome. Thank you for telling everybody about your reading, because hopefully people will start calling me and booking some readings and let me fill up January and February. Thank you so much. She loves you very much, Kim. She's proud of you. Joanna, you're next. You don't have a specific question. I would like to know what you can tell me in general. Sure. Let me pull a couple of cards, okay? You're welcome, hon. Thank you, Kim. Johanna, let me, no specific question, just a general reading for Joanna. Sure. Joanna, where are you from? Where do you live? Portuguese, but you live in Switzerland. That's right. I remember talking to you, and I know how beautiful it is there. Okay, let's see what we get. Interesting. Love, love, love. I got two cards of love. Love is coming your way, my dear. This is the Nine of Pentacles, which is all about reaching. The Nine of Pentacles with the dove on top is about love. It's all about, she's starting to pull down the pentacles that she's worked so hard to get to, and she's putting them in her basket. And this is all about love coming in. Is that what you're looking for? Because the next card is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups, or the Pentacles, first of all, I should say, is dealing with an earth sign, like a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. That's earth signs, okay? So that could be who you're falling in love with or who's coming in. But I see you ending up in a really happy relationship. I see happy, you know, Ten of Cups is like the happiness Godzilla card. It's gorgeous. The rainbow that surrounds you all brings you in, envelops you in this happiness. You're in a wonderful relationship. You have kids. You have, I mean, it's going to go all in the right direction. So I feel like if that's what you're looking for, that's what's definitely coming your way. It's beautiful. This is bountiful. This is what you've manifested, which is this love. Okay? It's gorgeous. It's amazing. I just feel like it's like right around the corner, or it's on top of you, this love. Okay? Keep me posted, because I don't feel like it's far off at all, especially the way that she's already picking the pentacles. It's current. Okay, this is not something for the future. This is a current card. And the Ten of Cups, Cups is dealing with water signs, and water signs are Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. And yes, it's close. So you have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and you have earth signs here, which are Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So it could be any of those signs, unless you happen to be one of those signs. But it is close because she's already picking them off a tree. Absolutely, it's close. Try not to start the relationship during a Mercury retrograde. So if you get asked out on a date, try to start at least going on a date by the 30th of January, okay? Because then we go into Mercury retrograde for a whole month. It's not necessarily a bad time. It's not a good time to start things. That's all, okay? Keep me posted. Invite me to the wedding, especially if it's in Switzerland. I want to come visit. Thank you, Joanna. Are you going or are you staying to help? Let's see who's next. Romeo, Lucy, Kim, Joanna. So I have Jaylyn, then Goddess Love, then Patty, and Chels. Jaylyn, Goddess Love, Patty, and Chels. And who is the last one? Angela. So that's it, you guys. Itzbree. Okay, I'll add you too. And Itzbree. Itzbree is last. Okay? Itzbree, I want you to go back at some point and listen to the video from the very beginning to the end, because I spent about 45 minutes talking about where the planets are located and everything that's going to happen in the month of the end of January all the way through the middle of February. It's really important, okay? There's a lot of tension, there's a lot of friction, there's a lot of negative energy, and I want to make sure you're ready and prepared for it. So listen to it if you can. Goddess Love, I have Jaylyn. Is Jaylyn here? Thanks, Itzbree. And you guys share this out. Remember, we're sharing it out. We're putting it on your Facebook page. You're putting it on Instagram, putting it on YouTube. Share it out as much as you can. Get people to come on just as much as possible, okay? Yeah, it's like a fire keg. Just to really listen, it's important, okay? I want to make sure everybody in my community listens to it. Jaylyn, are you here, hon? One last try. Angela. Right. I put her down. Thanks. Thanks, Joanna. She hasn't come through as a subscribe for me, so I don't know if she just didn't subscribe. She didn't come through as a new person for me, but let me check and see here. No, I actually went down one person instead of going up. So somebody must have unsubscribed and then not subscribed again. And Angela, I haven't gotten your subscription, so I actually went down a person. I think I'm going to need to stop coming on live, because every time I come on live, I lose people. I lose subscribers, and I don't know why. I feel like I give you guys a lot of information. I know. I'm not sure. I lost a person. Somebody unsubscribed, so somebody didn't like me. I'm sorry. Okay, I keep trying to get up to at least 400 here. Have almost halfway to 1,000. So if you have any friends, please send them my way. Goddess love. What are my mother's feelings or thoughts about me at this time? My name is Farah. Hi, Farah. I can't tell you what her thoughts and feelings are, remember, because I can't read her because she's not here for me to get permission to read her angels. So, but I know that I can tell the angels are telling me there is friction between the two of you. Are you not ready to let go of that? Because I feel like it's something that you're holding on to. Goddess love. Farah. I feel like this is something you're holding on to, not her. Yes, there's friction. And I don't think it matters who straightens it out or makes it better. So I think if you can do that, it would be good. Oh, thanks, Angela. Let me see if it came up. Hopefully it didn't take you off for good, because it seems like people are unsubscribing here and I'm not getting them back. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. I really don't. But I'll give it a couple more weeks and see if we can get some more people to join. And if not, so YouTube will be saying goodbye to me and my channel, unfortunately. So if you guys can all work hard and get me some more subscribers, they'll see that I'm a liked person and that you guys like having me come on to talk to you, and they'll let me stay. So I need to get more subscribers. So anything you guys can do to help, I really appreciate. We'll work together as a team. Goddess love, there is friction, but she's a cause of this as well. She is a cause of this as well. And I am hearing from your spirit guides that she is. But I feel like she's the more, you're both very, very stubborn. And I feel like the bottom line is, how do you get this relationship back to where it was? And it doesn't matter who makes the first move and who forgives who or who says, I'm sorry first. The outcome is that you want to get this back to where it is, where it's good. So if she won't do it, then it's up to you. And that's just part of being a higher power, of being in higher vibration, right? Is spreading that love and that kindness. She may not be able to do that. So if you can take away the blame piece and just work on the piece of making things get better, I think it will get there, but I think you'll have to do a lot of the work. And that's up to you. If you're not wanting to do that, I don't know that things will get better. You may have to be like 80-20, 80% into the relationship and she's 20% for now. Okay? Thank you. If you post it on your Facebook page, lots of times people will come and they'll check it out. It's Lisa Ashton, Psychic Medium. Okay. It's not about who's right and wrong, Goddess, is what I'm saying, Farah. It's not about who's right or wrong. It doesn't matter if she admits it. Let go of it, is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if she admits it. Doesn't matter if you're right and she's wrong, or she's right and you're wrong. The point is, if you want to have a good relationship, you got to let it go. She doesn't have to admit anything. Let it go and start fresh. Otherwise, you're going to lose the relationship, and I don't think you want to do that. It doesn't matter that she won't admit it. You got to get off that ego. That's my channel, Lisa Ashton, Psychic Medium. So please share that, you guys. Does that make sense, Goddess Love? Right now, you're living in the state of ego and that you have to be right, and she has to admit she's wrong. And you got to get beyond that if you want to make this work, because she's not going to budge. But I think the bottom line is the happiness of the relationship, or having a relationship at all with your mom. And I think that's when it comes down to you being, don't look for the right and wrong. Just let it go and move forward. And that's getting out of your own way, getting you out of your own ego. That's truly living in your higher self. Some people can't do it, so it's going to be up to you whether or not you can. If you've been telling her something that she won't, that you're trying to convince her of, and she won't admit it, no, she's not going to hear you. You have to let it go. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Let it go. Start fresh. Nobody's right or wrong. She doesn't have to admit anything. She doesn't have to hear you and acknowledge the truth from you. It's letting go of all that ego stuff that you're involved with. And that's raising your vibration and being in a higher power. You got to let go of it. You got to let go of it, Goddess Love. I know what you're asking me. Does she hear what you told her? It doesn't matter if she can't hear you, let it go. If she can't hear you, she may not be ready to hear it. Just let it go if you want to have any kind of a relationship with her. Yes, but don't talk about that. Start slow with hello or good morning or I love you. Oh, that's cool. What kind of nurse, Angela? What kind of nursing do you do? Okay, Goddess, does that make sense? Tell her you're not going to talk about it anymore. Why can't you tell her you love her? Same with me, Angela. That's what I do too. Psychiatric nurse. Why can't you tell her you love her? Or just put it in your prayers or send her love. I don't have love for her at this time. We always have love for our mothers and our family. You may not like her or what she's doing, but we always love our family. And I think if you dig deep, you'll figure that one out. You're wasting a lot of time with her. That's precious. You got to let go of it. It's all ego. You got to let go of it, Goddess Love, and move into the higher vibration. Doesn't matter who's right or wrong. Okay? On your way out, guys, don't forget to please share this as much as possible. I don't want to be told by YouTube that I can't stay on. The issue is I don't like knowing information that can be damaging and I'm forced to sit on it. Well, let it. You got to learn to let go of things. I mean, that's the bottom line. Is you have to go deep within yourself, and that has to be part of your healing. Is letting go of things that you know about that could be damaging to other people. You're not forced to sit on it. You can give it to the universe and let the universe worry about it. You're choosing this to do this. You're the one that's choosing to hold on to it. And I think if you let it go, you'll feel a lot better. Boop bop. Hi, I'm already closed for new readings today. But if you would like to subscribe and hit the notification button, then I will be on Tuesday evening and you'll be notified, and I'll be happy to do a reading then. You just have to be subscribed to me. Okay, boop bop? Let's see, it's like knowing if a person is a rapist and he's getting away with it. Okay, you're not hearing me, so I'm going to end the conversation, Goddess Love. Okay? What I've said is, as a higher power, you have to let go of all this and start over and start fresh. I can't tell you any other way. Unless you want to have your mother arrested, which you can do, then you need to let go. Yeah, I know, Charles. I think you subscribed and then you unsubscribed when you left because it took it back down to 0 people subscribing. So it says that you subscribed, but then you unsubscribed when you left. So if you can try to subscribe again, please, Charles, that'd be great. Please subscribe. No, I understand, Goddess. I'm just telling you, how's it working for you? How are your views working for you? They're not. I know. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Either take action or let it go. Don't sit on anything because it's just ruining your forever relationship and you're wasting time. Yeah, it did, Chelsea. So if you can resubscribe, that'd be wonderful, hon. Thank you. Okay, let's see who's next. Okay. So you can have people go to Lisa Ashton's Psychic Medium or just share the picture, share the video, and then they can click in. Okay. Okay, so I have Patty, Chels, and Angela and Itzbury. Patty, Chels, Angela, Itzbury. Patty, Chels. I got it, Chels. It just came through. Thank you. Angela, Itzbury. There we go. Last 4. Thank you. I got it, Chels. I know, it's so weird how that happened. But if you guys can share it out on your Facebook, and hopefully I'll have more people interested. That's why I posted Lisa Ashton Psychic Medium. That's the channel. But if you share the video, there's a place down below where you can share the video to your Facebook or to YouTube or to all your friends. Then hopefully they'll click on it and they'll like it as well. Hi, Patty. Am I okay? Yes. I'm just, I feel the energy of everything that's around me, so it exhausts me. It's exhausting, basically. Because I'm an empath, I just feel it so strongly that it's, yeah. Anyway, so I talked a lot about that at the beginning, and I know you were here for that. But thank you for asking me. How are you doing? Did I see that you said your son's birthday is coming up? Oh, no, I've lived with it my whole life. I just feel energy very, very strongly. That's how I can be a good psychic and medium, is that I feel energy so clearly. Goddess, you may want to do a private reading with me. Go to my website down below at northernlights.one. I know a lot of people on here have had private readings, and you can pay for your own half hour, your own full hour talking to me. And it really helps a lot. I think the people who have had private readings really like them. And that might really help sort some things out for you. Because then I can really dive deep into the issue. Okay? On the 17th. Yeah, it's a lot of energy happening the 17th to the 21st. I don't know why I did it. It's saying I still subscribed. Huh. It did. It came through. Thank you, Chels. Just leave it. If you can leave it alone, and then every time you come, I can read for you. Your general reading. Okay. I think, I don't know if there are people on here that want to talk about their private reading or how it went, but a private reading can really be a nice place to spend a lot of time focusing on what you want to focus on and try to get through the middle of it. Okay, let's do a general reading for Patty. General reading for Patty. And I am filling up for January and February. I didn't take any readings. I think I took 2, I think, in December that really needed it. But I am opening up again. So January and February, I do have some openings to do some private readings again. Okay? And I could be tarot, I could do mediumship, I could do a lot of different things. Private readings always leave me at peace. They do. I think you can really focus with somebody on the root of what you want to talk about. And I think it's much, these are tiny little mini readings and I answer one question, and I know that's nice, but it's not the same as having your own time, your own full half hour or hour, Okay, Patricia, let's see what's coming up for you. Nice. So you're doing some nurturing. Are you moving towards something? I have you in the 6 of Swords. The swords are air signs, so it could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. And she's definitely going towards something, because a lot of decks, they show just the person's back moving away in a boat, and this shows her front. So I feel like she's coming in towards something new. So are you moving in towards something new happening in your life, something new and exciting? Because there's a lot of angel spirit around you. There's a lot of energy around you, which is lovely. The reason I ask is because you also have this beautiful nurturing card. And when I look at this 7 of Pentacles, I always see the person on top, and he's nurturing it, and he's watering it, and he's loving it, and he has no idea what's happening down below. But if you look down below, look at the pentacles that are growing. Love, the career, the good health, the good wealth, the good fortune. So his nurturing of this tiny plant on top, he doesn't know what it's going to end up like, but we can see how beautiful that is. So that's why I feel like you're moving towards something that's very nurturing and lovely. Does that make sense, Patty? Hi, loving me. The list is not open for today, but if you want to subscribe, I will be back on Tuesday evening. And if you're a subscriber and you've subscribed to me, I can do a reading for you. You're training your puppy. Oh, interesting. Okay. So that could be the movement, and that could be the love, though. You don't know how much she's actually taking in. But this is movement to me. Yes, I never changed after the last time I said it was still subscribed to you, but now I went ahead, did it over again. YouTube has been having some kind of issues. Oh, interesting. I'm expecting a promotion at work. And that's what definitely this could be, the movement forward, Patricia. Yes, just subscribe and hit notification bell. And when I come back on Tuesday evening, if you're a subscriber, I can read for you. If you're not a subscriber, I only read for my subscribers. We have a really nice community here, and I'm happy to have you part of it. I just need you to subscribe and hit the notification bell, please. It's right listed right below, I think under the X. Okay, I don't think it showed up because I didn't get a beep, and I always get a beep when a new one comes through, but let me double check. Nope. So I don't know if you're setting them on private settings, loving me, but you need to work on public settings. So go to the little picture at the top right corner, your picture of you, hit it, and it drops down, and it should say settings, or it should say notifications. If you open those boxes, it should be where it says private. Scroll it over to public settings, and then subscribe, and then refresh, and it'll come through. Okay? Yeah, it looks great. I have them upside down. It looks great, Patty. So is that going to be something new? The promotion? Did you already hear about it? Because I feel like the nurturing that you've been doing is just lovely, and I feel like the angels are bringing you to this place of happiness. The seas are a little bit rough here. So have you had a tough time? I know it'll still say it's private. I mean, it'll still say you subscribed even if it's on private. I just won't see it. It won't come through for me. And the only way to do that is to go under your little picture and to drop it down and move the settings from private. Difference between my angels and my spirit guides. Yes. So your angels, everybody has guardian angels. We have 2 that we're born with usually, sometimes 3. They've never walked on the planet. They've been assigned to us by our spirit, our higher power, whoever your higher power is, and they work only with us, your guardian angels. Okay? And you can ask them for help anytime. They are by your side until the day you die. So they always want to help. So all you have to do is ask them for help. Oh, that's wonderful, Patty. And your spirit guides are your family members. They're your loved ones who have lived here and who have crossed over. They surround you. They surround your loved ones. They share all of your loved ones, whereas your guardian angels just protect you. Okay? Does that make sense, Patty? Loving me, you may not know you have it on private. That's why I was suggesting you go up to your little picture, do the drop down. It'll tell you. It drops down, then you go to your channel, I think, and then under your channel. Anyway, there's a place where you can make it public. Yes. So you can pray to both, and you can ask both to help you. Okay? When I do readings, I hear people's angels, I hear their spirit guides, I hear archangels, and I hear my own angels. You're welcome, Patty. I kind of combine my angels with whoever I'm reading so that I get a really clear reading. Enjoy. Keep me posted. And don't be discouraged if the 17th turns out to be a rough day. That's next Sunday, okay? Has nothing to do with your son. He's in heaven and he's fine and he's happy and he loves you very much. Okay? But I do hear that it's going to be a real, I don't want to say trauma filled, but it's going to be a keg. It's going to be a firecracker day, fireworks day, okay? 17th through the 21st, especially. Take care, Patricia. Okay, who is next, guys? Chels. Then Angela and Itzbury, that's it. Chels. Thank you, Patty. Chels, spirit guide reading possible. Sure, what would you like to know? They are saying to slow down. He always thought he was cursed because bad things happen on 117. Interesting. Maybe it's the time of year because Capricorn is lots of times in conjunct at this time of year with Mars, and that's the planet of war. So it could be that a lot of things negative did happen, and it probably wasn't because of him. It's probably just that's what was in general. So like a general reading. Okay. I'll do the cards. For Chelsea, let's see. Do general reading. Okay. Nice. Okay, so you got 2 cards. The first is working really hard, and it's getting to your goal. It's the 8 of Pentacles, and Pentacles, it's kind of the middle of Chelsea, working really hard, getting the money that you want. You felt that way. I know. I don't blame you, hon. But it really had nothing to do with his birthday. It just happened to do with, I think, the timing of the year. And a lot of times this time of year, Capricorn is in Mars, so this time of year can be a little frenzied. Yeah. He knows, though. I think he knows. And he's very happy. So he'll have a really good birthday. So, Chelsea, this is 8 of Pentacles. Pentacles are dealing with earth signs. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus. And 8s are all about quickness, fast. And that's why it's showing the moon up here, the different cycles of the moon. And this is a really good time for you to get a lot done, is what I'm hearing. Look at all the spirit energy that's around you. So there's a lot of putting your nose to the grindstone, getting a lot of work done, even expanding spiritualness. So I don't know if you're trying to expand your spirituality or move in that general direction. And if you are, you're wishing upon a star, because the star is like one of the nicest cards in the deck that's coming up, which is beautiful. She's wishing and she's holding on to the string. It's almost like she's trying to pull this star down to earth, but it's gorgeous. It's you manifesting and knowing that manifest is going to come through pretty quickly. Okay, the 8's about quickness. So I'm going to say we're going into the new moon in 2 days. And if you haven't been on for long, I would check back and listen to the beginning of this video, because I talked a lot about astrologically what's coming up. And the month of January and February has a lot of information on it that all you guys need to hear. Okay? But it looks really nice, Chelsea. It looks really nice. The star card is beautiful. So everything good is coming your way, okay? Does that make sense, hon? And I would say it's all coming your way within the next 30 days, because it's one lunar cycle that it showed me on that card. And that's a quick turnaround. You're so welcome. Enjoy it. Bathe in it. Know that it's lovely. Okay? Okay, who was after Chelsea? I think it was Angela first, and then Itspree. Chelsea, Angela, and then Itspree. Angela? It is good. That's like one of the best cards, the sun and the star. Those are my 2 favorite cards in the deck. It's just such positivity. It's illumination. It's bringing in positiveness and goodness and light and everything that we need. So that's awesome. Angela, are you still here, hon? Don't forget, you guys, to listen to the whole video. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, if you're moving in that general direction with the spirituality, she was holding a candle, and I got a lot of that. I got a lot of pull towards spiritualness. So if you're growing in that area, it's going to continue to grow, and the star's shining down, and that could definitely be a path for you, for sure, Chelsea. Okay? What do my guides want me to know right now? To slow down. I could hear it even before I finished the question. You're moving too fast, Angela. That's what your guides want you to know right now. You need to slow down and really listen to your gut and your intuition, because you're moving too quick and things are passing you by because you're moving too fast. I'm hearing that very clearly from your guides. Does that fit in with what you're going through, Angela? The quickness? Or that you're trying to make things happen very quickly? You're so welcome, Chelsea. Come back and see me. I'll be on the Tuesday again. And please share out this video to as many people as you know, okay? Try to get some new subscribers. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys' help in helping me grow my channel. I want to stay on and continue to do these readings. I have to be careful. YouTube wants me to get busier. Okay, so you say I guess so. What does that mean, Angela? You don't feel like you've been moving too quick? Thank you, Chelsea. Because I heard that before I even finished reading your sentence from your guides. I feel like I'm spinning in place, going nowhere. Okay. And that's going too fast, probably. Your mind is too fast. It's too active. I feel like you can't slow yourself down enough, or you can't slow your mind down enough to get anything accomplished. That's also part of the stuck energy we've been in. I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but I talked for about 45 minutes about the planets and where we are and the stuckness of Capricorn and how we're moving out of that. And I mean, it would be really good for you to listen to. Fulfilled by my job, but not sure about the rest of my job. Fulfilled by my job, but not sure about the rest of my job. Or the rest of your life. Okay, so you like your job, but you're not 100% sure with the rest of your life. So put it out there, manifest like crazy what it is you want to change, okay? I mean, we are coming up on the new moon in 2 days on the 12th. It'll be at midnight, so it'll be between the 12th and the 13th, midnight Eastern Standard Time. And I'm not sure where you're located. It'll be 9 p.m. on the West Coast of the United States. But you can manifest to bring in what it is you want to bring in. Okay? Yeah, I knew you meant the rest of your life, hon. But I still feel like you got to stop and smell the roses, is what your angels are saying. So really pay attention to the good things in your life and not worry so much about the things that aren't good. They will work themselves out. The universe will help you with that. You're in Seattle. Oh, my mom grew up in Seattle. She was born and raised in Seattle. Right by behind, you could see Mount Rainier from her backyard. It's a beautiful area. Are you thinking of moving or moving out of your house, Angela? Or are you making a change with a residence? Oh, wow. Yes, I've been thinking that actually. Yeah, because that's what I'm hearing. As soon as I asked you where you lived, it's not that you're going to move out of Seattle, but I do see a change that possibly could be coming, and it's going to be up to you whether or not you want to do that. But if you've been thinking about that, the angels are definitely picking up on it. So you may want to ask for their help in making a decision. I'm pretty isolated living by myself, and I thought I would like it more than I do. Yeah. I live by myself and I love it just because my kids are grown. But I also had a full house at one time. And so I enjoy my time alone. But I understand where you're coming from. So I think letting go and letting the universe take you in a certain direction is really what you need to do at this point. Because you're moving too quick to notice the little breadcrumbs that your angels are leaving on whether or not you should move. Okay, Angela? Like any time. Oh, okay. So you feel very alone. I have one brother. I've lost both my parents as well. I just have a brother, and we're not close at all. But I have my kids that are grown. So think about moving because the angels are talking about it. So maybe that's in the cards for you. Okay? Yeah, I think you knew it too. And that's why I said, that's the very first thing I said. Stop moving so fast. Stop and really pay attention to your intuition because I feel like you know a lot of this already. Your gut's talking to you and you're ignoring it, your gut feeling. So pay attention to what your gut's telling you. I think you knew it on some level too. You're so welcome, Angela. It's Bree. You're last, my love. How can I help? It's Bree. It's a little bit of a delay, so we'll give it a little bit of time here. Hi. How can I help you today? May I ask, could I be successful entertainer journalist in South Korea, like on TV perhaps? Do you live in South Korea? Are you in South Korea now? Or would you be moving there? I kind of want to go out there at some point in life. You know, I'm not sure that the entertainer journalist part comes in or why you think that would be successful in South Korea. or not. I think whatever you put your mind to, you're going to be successful. And if you decide to move to South Korea, you could definitely, excuse me, excuse me. I think you could put your mind to it and you could be successful for sure. I'm just not sure South Korea is a good choice right now. So I'm not seeing that right now. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not seeing that right now for you, the South Korea part. But I feel like you could be a successful entertainer or journalist. You know, I'm not sure where you're located now. Where are you living now? Especially if you go back and listen to the beginning of this video and it talks about the astrological stuff. South Korea is not a friend of ours right now. And we're very vulnerable as a country right now, the way the planets are. You're in North Carolina. Whereabouts in North Carolina? I have a lot of family in North Carolina. That's why I'm asking. My daughter lives in Asheville. My mother used to live in Southport. Oh, interesting. It's harder than you think. And YouTube really watches you. That's why I'm asking for you guys to help me try to send it out to everybody. And near Raleigh. Okay, that's where actually my niece lives, near Raleigh. She's a nurse in Raleigh, Durham. That's why I've been asking so many people to help me by sending this out to all their friends, and send out the name of the channel. There's a share button below for the YouTube, and you can just share it with everybody you know. And so I've been asking everybody on here to please do that for me, because YouTube is very, very much a stickler. They want you to get to 1,000 people fast. And I've only been doing this about 4 months, but I'm feeling the heat. I wanted to create a channel that talks about global issues and embraces others' differences. I love it. That sounds beautiful. I think starting a YouTube channel is definitely the way to get noticed as well. And once you get noticed, then you might be able to create something to move forward as an entertainer or journalist. I think that's a really nice idea. Does that sound good? I feel like it could work. I think you just got to put your nose to the grindstone. Start doing it. That would be a good career for me. I do think that would be a good career for you. But I think starting with something like this, where until you feel comfortable, I think, and then somebody will notice you feeling so comfortable, I think that's the way to go. Absolutely. Okay. Hey guys, if you came on late, make sure you go back and listen to everything about the astrology of what's happening right now that I talk about at the beginning. Oh, you're a business major. Perfect. But I feel like you really need, you guys who haven't already listened, you really need to listen to the beginning of this video where I talk about where the planets are and all the disruption and energy that we'll be feeling for most of January and through February, okay? You take care, everybody. It's lovely to see you. And I will be back on Tuesday night. So take care. Bye-bye.